so I'm sorry that I haven't posted a video in a while. Last year was really intense and I just wanted to take a break from everything, but now I'm back and I'm doing the video of my favorite novels of 2016, which is one of my favorite videos to make. I have 7 favorite novels this year and my number 7 spot goes to Me Before You. To be quite honest, I was not expecting this novel was gonna make it to my list, mainly because I'm not a big fan of adult romance. I think that adult romance is usually like the characters are jaded and everyone's really depressed, and I just don't feel the love. I prefer YA romance novels because I think they are more innocent and they just give you more of those warm fuzzy feelings. But this novel surprised me. The main character, she has a very specific point of view, and what I like about her is that she's not very ambitious. The whole story is that she loses her job and she starts working as like a companion to this guy who is in a wheelchair, and he used to be a very active person. So they have different worldviews and they really complement each other. I have to say though that the ending is a little bit controversial. By I mean it is very controversial, that's what I mean. But you know, I just had to put it in my list anyway because it's rare that adult romance will appeal to me, and I really think this novel embodied everything that I like in a romance, so that's why it made it into my list. Next on my list is a novel called Unholy. It's part of a series called Unwind, and it's based on the concept of unwind, which means that your parents, they can unwind you if you're less than 17, I think that's the age, and the process consists of, well, basically they kill you and they donate every single little piece of you. And so you live in a divided state. Basically that's the concept, and it's obviously disturbing. What I love about this novel is that the author does an amazing job with themes such as like abortion, what it means to be human, and each book in the series explore something specific. I haven't finished the series yet, just because this is a series that I save. If I'm reading like a lot of bad books in a row, I like to have like a book that I know I'm gonna love. So that's why I haven't finished yet, basically because I keep saving it for later. My number 5 is Monsters of Men. This is the last book in the Carrie's Walking trilogy, and it is my favorite books of the series. Basically, the concept of the series is that it's set in a planet that was colonized by men a long time ago, and in this planet, like, men can hear each other's thoughts, and there are no women. So the first question is like, where are the women? What happened to them? And there is also an alien species in the book. The series progresses from there, and there are a lot of themes of war, which I think is the main strength in this novel. Patrick Ness, he does an excellent job with showing every single angle of the story. All the characters, especially the villains, they feel human. They have reasons to do the things they do. Patrick Ness doesn't shy away from showing the ugly as well. And he has a wonderful voice, and no one writes action scenes the way he writes it. And also this book has a gritty feel to it. My 4th favorite novel is The First Time She Drowned. This story is the story of a girl who is getting out of a mental institution, and it mainly focuses on the mother-daughter relationship and how she overcomes things that happened to her in her past. What I love about this novel is that it deals not only with trauma and how that affects your life, but also how trauma affects the way you think, affects the way you act and perceive the world. It stands out when you compare it to other issue novels, which by the way is an expression that I hate. Because of that, it doesn't feel like a case study. It feels very real. On top of that, it's beautifully written. Is the kind of writing that just commands attention. Next on my list is Falling Into Place. In this novel, the character commits suicide in the first chapter, and the book's pretty much about how her death impacts other people. I really appreciate the fresh perspective, and again, it goes back to the theme. You're gonna see that for me, everything's about character and theme. And in this novel, it deals with, you know, how our actions impact other people, how we reverberate in other people's lives. It's not a fast-paced novel by any means. It's a novel that makes you ponder, and it has an omniscient narrator that is very intriguing, and it really works for this novel because it gives you that kind of bird's eye view of everything, and it feels epic and it feels important, and it's a novel that stuck with me after I read it. It still sticks with me, so I really recommend this one, and it's of course beautifully written because that's something I gravitate towards. I recommend this novel for people who like Before I Fall. Has the same kind of tone and vibe to it, and I really think this novel doesn't get as much credit as it should, because I think it stands out in the crowd of novels that feel similar to this. So my second place goes to Crooked Kingdom, and this is the continuation of Six of Crows, and I'm so sorry, it kind of makes no sense that this book is second place, because Six of Crows was second place on my list last year. So it feels weird because for me this book is perfection. First novel is a high set in a fantasy world, and the second book is kind of like the aftermath of that. I enjoyed this one even more just because you already know the characters, you already know the world, so you can just enjoy the ride. Everything about it, it's perfect. The characters are perfect. It's like amazing banter. The romantic tension is perfection, and when I say this, like, there's not a lot of romance in this novel, but the little bit that is there, it's perfectly executed. Great plot turns in this one. Like, if you're a writer and you are struggling making good plot turns and making sure that the plan doesn't work and you have good solutions, this is a good novel to use as a reference, because honestly I was constantly afraid. I didn't know how the story was going to end and what was going to happen to those characters, so I was seriously worried. And it's one of my favorite novels. I think if you like fantasy, this is a must-read novel. My favorite novel of 2016 is Illumina, or Lumena. I'm still not quite sure how to pronounce it, but it is my favorite novel of 2016, and I talked a lot about this novel on this channel. I even interviewed the author, so if you want to check that out, you can click in cards over here or over here. I never remember where that's supposed to be. But anyway, this is a young adult science fiction novel, and the novel starts like they're in a planet, and this planet is attacked, and they have to go to ships. There's a plague spreading in one of those ships, and there's also a AI taking over. There's a lot of conspiracy as well, but what's interesting about this novel is that it's told in a different format. It's told through reports and interviews and logs and things like that. And to be quite honest with you all, I thought I wouldn't like this novel because of that. I thought it would get in the way of connecting with the characters, and it had the opposite effect. Like, I really deeply connected with the characters in this novel, and it also helped with the flow. The pacing of the novel is perfect. The stakes at the end are breathtaking, and what I think stands out in this novel is that it feels so real. It's special, it's different, and I think if you like science fiction, you will enjoy this novel. It's very hardcore sci-fi. And that's it, guys. If you like videos like this, if you want to see me doing more book reviews, please let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see in this channel. And oh yeah, and if you have recommendations of like good novels that you think I might enjoy, please put that in the comment section below as well, because I'm always in the hunt for new books. And that's it. You know the drill. If you like this video, please hit the like button here below. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! Next on my list is oh my god